Greetings everyone, welcome back to another SMOOREZ random mini review video thing. It's really weird to be back with my camera set up and all the lighting and stuff. It's super weird, but here we are. And in today's one, it's very self-explanatory. You've seen it in the thumbnail. I'm going to be taking a look at an AHMA. Not an AHMA, an AHMA. Like AHMA. I found this in a second-hand shop that had a bunch of trinkets and stuff like that. And I seen this and I thought, it's red, so I'm going to grab it. And also the brand name was AHMA, so I grabbed it too. I did not get this from Japan though. I've seen similar things in Japan and I did get something similar to it, but I haven't got this exact thing. So what we're taking a look at today is this. It's an AHMA. Big Sperker. That's what the thumbnail says. If you've seen my job lot that I recently published, which I'll link that up there if you want to have a look at that. That goes for 5 hours. Good luck watching that in one sitting. I tested this and oh my god, the Big Sperker is a Big Sperker, so I want to test that today, but I just want to show you around this thing. Look, I don't really do media players and stuff like that, but it's got a Big Sperker, so that's why I wanted to take a look at this. And it's got buttons, you know, buttons are fun. Taking a look around this thing, you've already been staring at the front for about 30 seconds, so at the top we do have an antenna, which, yep, got a micro SD card slot. We've got a little button to switch it from off, MP3 and FM, so an MP3 player and an FM radio. It may do more, but I'm not too sure. Around the sides we have a mini USB port, type A port for a USB. This would be for a USB flash drive and not like a power bank or anything, because you'll see what the battery is in a second. And we also have a headphone jack on this. At the bottom, one of the feet is missing. I guess it walked away. Got the dad jokes already back. That wasn't even a dad joke. Shush, s'mores. On the back, we have some sort of... Feel free to scan that QR code. If it even works, it'll probably take you to some Chinese website. I don't know. Feel free if you would like to. On the other side, there is nothing there. But what is this powered by? Oh, have a guess. What do you think this is powered by? Is powered by some sort of cool looking lithium ion battery. No, just a BL5C. Of course it's a BL5C. This is a customized BL5C because it's a 1500 milliamp hour one, supposedly. The real deal is 1100 milliamp hours according to this, or about 970, but 1500 is not quite correct. As you can see inside the battery compartment, there's just two little contacts for that because it's positive and negative, and that's how that works. Nothing really to it. So what can this thing do? Probably not a whole lot, but let's see if we can do anything with it. So let's go straight to FM radio. And there it is. It's an AHMA. And it works straight away. Now obviously I can't play that for too long because of copyright reasons, but the FM radio works perfectly fine. But all these buttons on the front though, we've got a little bit of a problem. 1 to 0, they're probably presets and stuff. The buttons are super clicky. They are some pretty tough buttons, I am not going to lie. But we've got this button, 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 this button. I don't know what they do. However, I've Google Translated and I can tell you what they say, according to Google Translate. This button is collect. This one is recording. This one is follow along. This one is repeat. Then we have put and stop. Sure. A nightlight, high and bass, function, previous song, sound, and next song sound. So with that in mind, I'll switch it back onto FM radio and we'll just press buttons. Now that I've put the volume down, oh, bells and stuff, you can dial numbers 101.4 and then put and stop. Oh yeah, there you go, 101.4. It does work. 104.3. There you go, straight to gold. And if I put the volume up, oh, we're getting an understanding of how this thing works. If you do recording, I'm pretty sure that just recorded the FM radio, I would assume. What about follow along? What if we hold follow along? I don't know what that does. Repeat probably doesn't help in FM radio. And then put stop. Oh, put stop is the speaker. So you can turn the speaker on, speaker off. Nightlight is keypad lights. So if you want to use this at nighttime, you have all your keypad lights lit up, which is pretty cool. High and bass doesn't seem to do anything there. And then function, which we have a bunch of functions. I don't know what they say. Google Translate. Maybe there's settings. Let's see if there's settings. Save station, radio recording, delete radio station, delete all. Okay, can we go down? Yes, we can. All right, what do these ones say? Automatic channel search, common frequency band, campus band, and quit. They all have to do with the FM radio, so I can't do much there. But if we switch it to this, oh, I switched it off. This, then we get to a time, because then if we press function, we can see different functions here. So we have a calendar, music player, microphone, auxiliary, USB, settings, which might actually help us. Hey, we might have something here. We might be able to change it to English. Oh, we got English now. Sweet, now I know what I'm doing. Except the buttons are still in Chinese. I don't know what I'm doing then. So we can do system time, backlight, which is at 18, but you can have it to 30. And you know what? For a cheapy sort of screen, that's not a bad backlight that's on there. I mean, yeah, it's 2 LEDs, potentially more. No, it's 2 LEDs. It's good, it's fine. We have just a setting called tool. What does this do? Power off, alarm. Oh my god, I would not want to wake up to this blaring at me. Woof. Wait till you hear the power of the speaker. We have contrast, which is at 8, and you can have it to much more, but I'll just leave it to 8. Also, this is reminding me of the radio from Silent Hill for some reason. I don't know. Firmware version? Pfft, it's a knobty. Okay, that's from 2013 though, which is, yeah. Reset settings and exit. We'll go into calendar, which shows the calendar. Can't really do much with it because it's a calendar. Music will come back to. Recorder. Disk error. Oh, that's because it has no memory card in it. This does support 64 gigabytes as well, by the way. Not that that's helpful in any shape or way, but I'm just letting you know. To anyone who has an AHMA. SRS WOW. What does that mean? Oh, the SRS WOW is the equalizer. Oh, we want that to, we'll do it to natural for now. Let's record something. So this should be using some sort of internal microphone to record. Where would the microphone even be on this thing? It's somewhere, but okie dokie. So we'll do that. I seem to have saved some clips, so let's try and find out how to play them now. So we could do the record mode, but I don't know what that does. How do I change through? Okay, it's recording. So this should be using some sort of internal microphone to record. Where would the microphone even be on this thing? It's somewhere, but okie dokie. You could hear the button clicks through that speaker and it's just like a tin can crunching. Does that make sense? I think what we want to do is just go to music. Here's BFG Division. Just by playing this, the thing's already sort of, you know, shaking as it is. I'll put that to natural. Let me go back to the photo. So what does collect do? Adds to favorites. Okay. Recording. Follow along. That's just for... Oh, that's recording. That's playing. So you can actually sing along to... That makes sense. I don't know what I'm doing, to be fairly honest. But here's the quality of this. This is how loud it gets. That's not quite accurate because the speaker's actually at the top. Okay. Pretty good speaker. But that's not at the maximum. This is at the maximum! Look, it's moving! It's moving on its own from the amount of bass. Is that loud? Is that good? Out of all the cheapo devices I've looked at, I think that PNY speaker that I looked at a while ago was pretty good. That sounded pretty good. But for this, that sounds amazing. Let's try the terrible song that I made. Can we skip along? That's natural. classic, soft, jazz, DBB, and then SRS, wow. Nah, natural's pretty good. The speaker is starting to sound a little bit crackly. I may have just damaged it from the bass. Oh no, it's fine. It's okay. It's fixed. Out of 10, what did you think of that? I think it's pretty good. Well worth the $5 that I paid for it. That's a good little music player. And you can charge it via the mini USB port and just leave it charged and just use it as a music player. Can you actually use it without the BL5C in it? That's a question for you. Oh no, it's charging, it's charging, it's charging. Card is pulled. It still works. That's pretty cool. So you can use it without the battery, which is good. The only problem is, who the hell is going to find one of these? Where are you going to find one? Maybe these are sold on AliExpress, but not under the AHMA brand. To be fair, I haven't looked this up. I haven't Google Lensed it or anything like that. I'm just going into this with an open mind because I've wanted to play around with this properly, but I wanted to save it for a review. And I've played around with it and I've got a good idea of how it works. But I want to take it apart now and have a look at that. That's what I want to look at. Fair enough that this is a cheapy little thing, but it does a lot better than what I expected it to do. I mean, I already knew the sound quality, but man, it packs a punch. Now, how do we open it? The plastic is very brittle. What am I missing? Oh, there's another screw there. Oh, I got the lanyard out. That's helpful. How do you take this silly thing apart? The screws are in there, so this thing comes off. Ah, there we go. Let's see how big the speaker is. Oh my god. Yep. That's a big boy, and thus why we call things Big Sperkers. Don't worry, I will be playing something without this on there, just to see how the speaker bounces around. But with this, there we go. Just pops off like that. It's a big, huge speaker. There's a doohickey in there. What are they called? See, this is why I shouldn't do this, because I forgot what they're called. Is it a tweeter? I don't know. Even the circuit... Whoops. Even the circuit board looks pretty sick. Look at all the buttons though, just buttons galore. I'm slightly puzzled on how to continue taking this thing apart because I don't know where that's hooked up to, and I don't know if the speaker can just unplug or if it's just soldered directly to the board. I have no idea. There we go. Oh wow. This is a bit of a mess, but it is powered by... I think one of the wires just... No? Wait, what? What's that for? Uh-oh, I don't know what I've done. It's powered by a... Oh, God, it's just... pieces, parts. Oh, you can't even see it. There, I have to flip the image for you. There you go. That's what that's powered by. Where does that go to? I think that this isn't plugged in, because there's nothing going to it. Unless it's part of the speaker, but I don't know what. That's not plugged into anything. Is it supposed to be plugged into something? Doesn't make sense. So after fiddling around with this for a while, I have worked it out. This wire goes to right there. That is for the antenna. So I'll have to solder that back down. Took me a while to realize that. I just don't know how the tweeter works, because I thought that if it's called the tweeter even, because I'm pretty sure that that would have to be powered by something. I don't know. I'll put it all back together and we'll just see how it functions and stuff. But I just need to solder this down to the screw. Hey, it worked. I'm not going to knock it. If this somehow survived all of that mayhem, I will be pleasantly surprised, but I don't know if it has or not. We're going to soon find that out. At this point, let's put in the micro SD card and we'll put in the battery. And we'll just see if it still works, which it does. Oh, look at it go, look at it go. But then how does that work? Oh, I get it. It's encapsulated in its own little chamber. And thus that little doohickey thing's working. See, I don't know how all this sort of stuff works, you know, equalizers and graphs and all that sort of stuff. You know, I'm very silly when it comes to that sort of thing. I just can tell you if it sounds good and if it sounds bad. That's all I can really do. So if I now screw this back down into place. No, so put the battery back in. Look at it roll. Bounce. I mean bounce. I just want to test something. I want to see how far this SIM card flies when I press play. Let's put a whole bunch of them on there. It'll be like a SIM card explosion. Oh, I found that funny. As far as I can tell, it all still works, which is actually very impressive. I thought I would have destroyed that completely. Let me go to FM and see if that works. The FM radio no longer works. Possibly that wire that's dangling around in there somewhere. Wait!
It's to kill the room. 101. 9. The Fox.
Never mind, I didn't kill it. I'm happy then. Awesome. It lives on. It's gone over being a random mini review. It's gone over 10 minutes because I had to fiddle around with it and do some stuff. But I hope you've enjoyed having a look at this thing. It's a big Sperker, that's for sure. Is it the best Sperker we've had on the channel? That's debatable. I have a terrible memory, so I have no idea. As I said, the first thing that comes to mind is the PNY speaker doodad thing, which is linked up the top there, if you haven't seen that. I don't know what you are, AHMA, but you have some good engineering. Just don't ever take one apart because you'll never get it back together in one piece. As you can see, I pried it and pulled it and it works. Alright folks, I hope you enjoyed this one. Sorry it wasn't anything too spectacular. I don't know, I just wanted to show you all the potential of that speaker, and I think I've showed you all that potential. The DJ1000 would be proud of you, buddy. If you've made it to the end of this video, thanks for sticking around for this one. I appreciate you so much. If you had to jump along using the timestamps, that's completely fine. That's why they're there. This should still be a short video, but I'll put the timestamps there just in case. Let me know what you thought of this one down in the comments below. It'd be interesting to hear what you folks have to say about this, and all the puns that you could do with the name, like what I did in the thumbnail. Thank you all so much for watching this one, and thank you all for being patient with me while I took my trip and then was lazy for a little bit, but I'm back, I'm doing stuff, I'm here, yay. Until the next time I see you all, take care, stay safe, be good people, and yeah, I'll see you all very soon. Keep being awesome, and I'll catch up with you very soon. Bye for now. If you like this content, feel free to leave a like or a dislike if you didn't. Thanks heaps for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.